redistricting. It was years ago. Unfortunately, I'm still having issues getting on the internet, but because apparently I don't know.
26, motherfucker.
I swear to God, it's my fucking laptop. It's not me.
I can't artificially augment my brain with.
Exactly. Like
That's the law because the Democrats left. They didn't have enough people to vote on it.
Exactly. No, it was absolutely a thing.
Oh,
and,
they
like,
vacated so they wouldn't have enough votes.
yeah,
to
they're
take
like,
over.
peace.
Where the hell is Austin? But yeah, and then Matt and I went to Netroots Nation, which is like the liberal conference, and they were talking about like, well, we just need to do what the Republicans do, and so now they're planning to do the same thing for 2020.
Well, and that's
so
the problem is
it's just rigging it.
and it doesn't make it right. Like just because one side is doing it, and like at one point or another, like someone has to step up and be like the bigger person and be like, no, we're better than. And that's the thing that always used to kill me when you see something like the Bernie Sanders campaign. And especially when he was like, see, look at that. Look how that's getting redistricted. Look at Austin. So the way that Austin is redistricted.
That's San Antonio, dude.
Oh, sorry.
So I need to go north?
Yeah, but still.
Northeast, fall 35. There,
That?
same fucking thing. And the way
Let me
that town is
try
cut
It
off.
looks like Chile. Chile. Not Chile. Chile.
Yeah.
So the way that town
Don't
is
be an
cut
ass.
off, so there is an artificially high number of conservative representatives than what the town would have, naturally on its own. And that's fucked up.
It seriously looks like they gave a drunk chick just a crayon and said draw the new districts.
No, and that's the thing. It's like that right there. That's not democracy.
Look at this like intersection right
Yeah, what is that little thing?
Yeah, they just circle the people that they want in their district, or they circle like the people they don't.
Well,
so
'cause
there's
the
two
thing-
strategies to
Right.
it, but it's
Wow.
nasty. And this isn't even the most gerrymandered place. North Carolina is the worst.
Even worse?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
Let
feel
me
like
show you
there's a
North
really
Carolina.
good video compilation or something that someone can do with just all the gerrymandered.
I'm sure it's been done.
But that's the thing. Is like
We've had this now for
And everyone
6
relates
years.
to it because it just looks at like a disingenuous, broken.
right. And the thing is, no one's trying to fix it. Everyone, both sides are playing the same dirty game. And like that doesn't make it right.
That gets at like
But it's the
an
two
interesting
parties.
issue is because there's so few people who operate at a level that's more complex than Make America Great Again. And I don't mean to just target Trump people when I say that, but like gerrymandering, like what we're talking about, is in the weeds compared to I think where a lot of people operate on politics.
Look at this. You live in Florida, North Carolina, or Virginia. Don't use this map for the 2016 election. Your districts have changed as the result of litigation.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's gnarly. Well, so this probably isn't accurate anymore. But look at this state. Look at look at North Carolina 12. It looks like a spaghetti noodle.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous.
There is a state this year
I
that,
can't even
that wanted
tell where contiguous
To,
districts
they wanted to
are.
make it a law to do it by
And
population,
there's,
do it
like,
by
this
computer
islands.
algorithm, and the parties sued.
Ha. So Joe was saying that there was. I'm sorry. You say there was a state or?
It was one of the states. They wanted to put it in the law that it would be done by computer algorithm.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
I think, someone said in Florida they were implementing at Netroots.
I'm okay with our computer masters and overlords. I'm the first person to bat for you. Don't kill me.
What? Oh. Sorry.
Those maps are insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 minutes of that, I would have had a seizure, I think.
Well, they kind of look like they were drawn by someone who was having a seizure
Yeah.
at the time.
Or
But,
on-
I mean,
Yeah.
That's
the other
not
half
good.
of their body was on fire.
that's why I'm like, hey man, just legalize pot. That seizure will go away.
Did that district just go like down 50 miles, loop, and then go back up 50 miles, 15 miles over?
It went around that one guy's house. Fucking
Yeah.
Alex, that asshole. Look, no, you're not in this district.
Goddamn hippie.
Sorry.
Patrick Weingart says check out Maryland 3. Sure.
See, the one thing though that's sad is we start to talk more and more about politics. I realize how much I need to drink.
Yeah, I know.
Einstein.
On that note,
Can you grab it?
another beer. Anyone need a beer?
Just got one.
I'm good.
You disappoint me.
I'm at 50%.
Well, I don't have it.
Wow. He's not
Oh
screwing around
my
like this.
god.
That's ridiculous.
What is it? Maryland what?
3.
I got it. I'm putting it up on the live.
Can everyone online see this?
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
well,
bitch.
their districts suck, but at least they have good crab cakes.
They do have good crab cakes.
It's gonna be easy if the colors are different.
Yeah, that's kind of a hard one to read.
It's pretty sweet though that you can just pull this up on the computer.
Right.
Like that didn't happen.
You
That
found
was-
another one.
Wow, that's brutal.
Yeah, they're like
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
That's kind of like insane.
How can
So
how can part of them not even touch?
Say the first thing that comes to your mind. when
their
it comes
district is a tapeworm.
up. Tapeworm.
Oh my god, there's
Good one.
like islands.
I know, that's what I mean. Like, how can the districts not even touch?
Because assholes drew them.
Wait a minute. What's this? What?
Hey, Jen,
That's
move
all.
your browser to the top left.
What?
Move
Like
your
that?
browser, and then I'll go all the way left.
Like that? Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Wait, I don't get it. All the green is one district.
I guess so.
Yes.
This is like the Thousand
Yes,
Islands
they're-
of districts. This is
I think-
ridiculous.
Or, wait a minute, are they?
That's ridiculous.
I think there's some like serious portions which are non-contiguous. That is crazy.
That is.
Good for you. I mean, not, but good for you.
Oh man, I wish I could just be in the room when the guys thought of this. Hey, let's do this.
Right? Like to see in there with a microphone and be like, listen to these people. That's crazy.
I mean,
Patrick, thanks for the tip. That was a good one.
I mean, I feel like at that point, you know, as a, you know, like public servant, you're like,
Public.
no, don't get me wrong. There are absolutely phenomenal public servants. Just not when you're doing that.
In my experience, they're outnumbered.
Uh,
It's the Democratic and Republican parties. They're just too ingrained. They are creating a system for themselves. They are a problem. Both of them together.
Here's the thing. I feel like we need another wig party, but this time, like, I'm talking about, like, you
Wigs.
know, like full-blown wigs, you know, like mullets, maybe like purple wigs, like mohawks, just full-blown. Like, you have to go, like, just be the
And it's
antithesis.
just a
Representing
didactic.
the-
Yes, yeah. Be the
Outburst,
Just
yeah.
be the like antithesis of like the English style where they have like the white powder ones. Just go like fucking like mohawk.
Mohawk.
Just,
Fro
like,
wig.
"Ah!" You know, like
All
that's
kinds.
that's what I think needs to happen. We need a new wig party.
Will you be the leader?
I'll do it.
Yeah. The Glazer party.
Mike Glazer gives a
I'm actually leading my
You know,
bike trip.
it's an interesting thought though. Like we have presidential debates, right? And everyone tunes in. Okay. But what if you had debates and this type of tune in?
maybe like.
I
a
mean,
mass,
I watch NBA games. All
What
the
about
time,
like a
right?
mass debate?
But what if you? Yeah. Like Royal Rumble.
No.
Oh, I see what you tried to do there.
I heard.
saw
We
what
all
you
just
tried to
ignored
do.
you. That was that.
Nah.
Mass debate.
Yes.
If you have to draw a glazer, it wasn't that good.
That is what it is.
But yeah, to get people debating about issues.
Dude, that's scary. Are you watching that? That's scary.
Yeah, it's a little
More
scary.
Trump?
You
It's
watch
a
it?
lot
Michigan,
of red. It's
there's
a lot of red.
There's
What are you guys watching at? I can put it up on my
YouTube.
YouTube, CNN Live.
I mean, and the thing that's shitty about that is I feel like there's a decent amount of people that if you had someone else besides Hillary, they wouldn't be voting against her just on spite.
It's pretty true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Don't get me wrong.
What's that?
You can go somewhere else. They have all kinds. ABC News is
Yeah,
doing
just do
one.
anything like
PBS.
major network live.
Although, and so here's one thing I was thinking of, and this is why I sent you a picture earlier. It's like, you know, when I was thinking about Hillary, man, it's like, I couldn't get this out of my mind when I was walking to the subway where it was like Hillary Nixon. Because, I mean, like, you know, she was talking about how she loves Harry Kissinger. Really?
Yeah.
We were
Like,
talking
really?
about that earlier today. I was just like, what?
Like, aren't you ashamed of
What are
this?
you talking about? What?
Yeah.
It's like, you're, like, and the thing is, it's like, part of me is like, God, I am fucking terrified of Trump. But
God, I'm so
it's like
happy you
her-
brought that up to just.
her hubris might just fucking lose this election because she's just a fucking terrible person. I said it.
If she wins, though, is it the first time Bill gets laid since '96?
Well,
Like, it's gotta
Like
be,
laying
right?
her.
He's definitely
Like,
gotten laid.
he's,
since 96.
if she actually wins, I think that might be the first time Bill gets laid from her since '96.
Bill's not looking good. I don't know if he
No,
can
he
handle
looks
the
almost
heart.
deathly.
Like the
That's
blood
what I'm
leaving
saying
the
what it's
heart.
gonna mean to
I
her.
bet Bill is an animal for
whoa, whoa, whoa.
45 minutes. into
Whoa. You say this, but Rumsfeld was alive without a heartbeat for years. Ah!
No,
So,
Cheney.
Oh, Cheney. I'm sorry.
Cheney has a robot heart.
Right.
He's still kicking.
Sorry, wrong voice. No, Rumsfeld, that's right, because I was actually having a discussion with someone today. It's like, there's known knowns, there's known unknowns. Like, I went through that fucking double speak.
Colbert turned that
So
on,
I-
I think, in a really interesting way, though, because he said he went through that whole thing, and then he said, but there are also known unknowns. And Rumsfeld's like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, those are the things that
No, they're unknown
leaders know that the public doesn't know. Because they're known unknowns. Like, you guys don't tell us the truth.
Oh, like
So-
Hillary's public and private position? Is
No. Wait, what's Hillary's public and private?
Oh, I've
Oh,
been
that was
on
on WikiLeaks. That was
Well,
in,
yeah.
someone
It was
for
one
Wall
of-
Street's one.
It was a Goldman Sachs speech.
Yes.
Where she
Oh,
was like,
yes.
You need to have a
Yes.
public position
Yeah,
and a
yeah,
private
yeah.
position.
But I mean, like you can easily say that's like a
Gotcha.
personal position and a professional
Gotcha.
position.
Well, no, and I
Damn.
do.
I mean,
do
come
understand
on,
that. No,
that's
no,
the same thing.
But
What? Sorry.
Personal and professional position, like on anything.
Not if you want to
Oh,
be
no.
a public servant.
Well, no, I agree, not a professional, but that's
I
that's
didn't
the way that she
react
went about it.
Really, like, caustically to what I heard with that.
No, and I actually do
Did not
agree with
surprise
you on
me,
that,
that's
'cause,
for
like,
fucking
some of the
sure.
things, you know, when you can have your personal point of view, but like, so for instance, it's like, you know, myself and him, we work in like, you know, these super, you know, rather conservative environments, and it's like, you know, it's almost like you wear a mask of who you are when you're out there. You know, it's like, hey, you know, this is who I am. I'm unassuming. I'm boring. I'm all that shit. And then you go home and you're like, I'm way more interesting than that. But in the context in which, you know, she was talking about it, I think it's more about policy and like, you know, what she'll say to the electorate to get elected, and then what she'll actually enact is something different. I
Right.
do agree with you in the context that, like, as you and I, you know, for what we portray when we're outside to, you know, how we would vote or how we think, yes, I agree with that.
Right.
But I think in her context,
It
On the
shouldn't be that
spectrum
way.
Of like
yeah, I agree, it should.
Yeah.
meaningless to she's twisting her mustache and like
Right.
It's like
But
somewhere
in-
like
But in a sense,
it's like 3/4 this way. I feel like. Right?
as like
It's
I feel for her though, like as a human being, that's okay for her to feel that way. But as a public servant, you can't be that way.
Right.
It has to be one or the other, unfortunately.
You know, it's funny. It actually reminds me of a Brady Bunch episode that I just recently watched. Yeah,
Yeah.
my fucking girlfriend made me watch a goddamn
Oh,
Brady
blame
Bunch.
Alexis.
I might take Brady Bunch over Gilmore Girls. I might exchange that with you.
Oh.
Yeah, but the older one.
I might do it. Right
I'm
now.
not gonna lie, the older one was hot. It's like, fuck me, Santa. I would do that. But anyways, we digress. So the
Marsha?
Jan. So Jan Brady.
Jan.
You
Yeah,
would
so-
want to fuck Jan.
No, I want anything to do with
Marsha's a hot one.
it. Jan, she's just like, no
like,
one, no one
into
wants
Brady
Jan.
Bunch girls.
No one
Jan-
wants Jan.
no one likes Jan. Jan doesn't like Jan.
You're going
but
for the
like,
weak link.
yeah. But like
The
so-
underdog is
But no, it was actually super funny that like it was the random episode because I think she hit play on the Brady Bunch and it just brought up a random episode. And it was an episode where like Jan Brady was trying to get elected, like, you know, I don't know, most popular girl in school or fucking some class president position or some bullshit like that. And she was making promises to everyone, and it was like super apparent at the very beginning of the episode that she wasn't going to be able to like hold any of these promises. And then she gets elected and she keeps like none of them, and everyone's like, "Fuck you, Jan," which is
Where
pretty
am I
much.
chimney chunking?
No, but it was one of those things. I'm like, wow, that's actually kind of poignant. And you like think about, you know, like what's coming up and all this shit. And like, and you know, it's funny because like I have all these fights with my girlfriend, and she's like, "What? Are
Who
you?"
might be watching this, so watch yourself.
You know, might be, but you know, it's like, hey,
I'm telling her anyway.
love you, babe.
after show.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. She's dating me for my penis, not my intelligence.
No one
time,
touches that.
mark the
No one.
29 minutes. Who had the under?
Alright.
I have the under 30 minutes.
No, that was the
I definitely. I always take the under.
Everyone like to
Like,
cheer.
alright.
They're looked away from Glazer, just
Okay.
look down. They're like pick a point on carpet and stare.
Exactly. I told you under 30
You're
minutes.
welcome. Anyways, no, but it's funny because like we have a lot of arguments, you know, kind of regarding this election that's coming up, and I always talk to this guy, and like one of the things I was kind of talking about is I'm glad when this election will be over, so we can, you know, stop arbitrarily hating each other for. Stop hating each other for our arbitrary choices in, you know, who our candidate will be, and go back to hating each other for arbitrary choices in horse sports teams are. But like,
seems healthier.
which I've also had that argument with her, considering like Patriots and Raiders and all that. But that's
Well,
not
how
true.
like we couldn't go to the Red Sox game versus the A's because like you two couldn't handle it. Like that's just not healthy.
Hey,
Not good.
it's the
I
passion
can relate
that goes into
though.
it.